Hi guys, and welcome back. This is part 2 on Blackboard, and let me switch over here to student view again so that it looks right for you. I want to talk a little bit about the front page, and it sounds like I'm going through puberty again as well. So, when you see these little icons here, these are audio icons. This will typically be a message from me talking about the class, and that will be my voice. It's an audio recording. And you want to listen to those. Typically, I'll have something labeled as an announcement for a particular date. Listen to that. It's probably got some relevant information. I'll typically have one of these, a welcome or syllabus, that reads through the syllabus and talks about the syllabus, just like we would in a normal classroom. Now, these icons, these little W-looking icons, are for WIMBA, and we'll talk about WIMBA later on, but this is for the classroom that we'll be using in our online classes. Now, some courses don't have an online course link because they don't need an online classroom. For the programming classes, you'll definitely have the WIMBA class link, and we'll be using WIMBA. All of the class shells should have a Trotter's Office link. This is used if we are working online during my office hours and I need to look at what's going on your computer, or I need to show you something or draw something up for you. We'll go into Trotter's Office. It's the same link for all shells, so everybody can come in from any shell and take a look and see what's going on. Okay. Where you see these are basically file folders. This one's going to contain notes for the class. So whenever I finish talking or lecturing for the class, I'll upload notes. And typically I use, this is Microsoft OneNote, and notes for the class will look something like this. Let me get over here and turn my pen on. Yay, OneNote. So, notes for the class are going to look something like this. They're handwritten notes, just like if I was writing on a Blackboard or something like that. You'll see them during class as we're going. Also, these actual note files will appear out as PDFs that you can download and print off or look at online. They'll be there, and you're going to find those listed under the notes folder. So whenever we finish a lecture, I'll come in and upload that stuff. Last thing, typically we'll have assignments and tests posted to the front page for whatever we're currently working on. So for example, if we're working on Chapter 1 homework, you'll see a link posted here. That's to try and keep you on track with what we're doing. If it disappears off the front page, i.e. I take it off the front page, that doesn't mean it's not accessible. You can always get back to it under assignments. But it's usually put up on the front page as a way to say, hey, this is where we're at right now. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about this stuff. I want to talk a little bit more and say, hey, over here, My Grades allows you to take a look, and I don't know what all I have listed here, at all the potential assignments and tests and grades that you have in the course. My Files is a place where you can upload files to Blackboard without attaching them to assignments. Typically for home users, there's no reason to do this unless you're worried about backing up your stuff. This is a good place to do some backups. Don't rely on it as your sole source because sometimes Blackboard goes down. Not that I've had people lose all their files or anything, but occasionally it will go down and you won't be able to get to your files. Okay, last thing, email. And I'm going to go back. I got to switch out of student view to do this. I'm going to go back out to my e-courses. And, of course, you're going to see that I have a ton of classes listed here eventually. Yay, Internet Explorer, chug, chug. Classes where you get an email from someone, be it a classmate or be it me, you'll see this little mail icon. And you can click on that and go directly into your mail and have a look. Typically, I'll send mail out for things like school closings or class problems. For example, if I can't be available for lecture on a day, I may send an email out and say, hey, we won't be having lecture on this day because X has happened. Sorry, we'll pick it up next time. Something like that, you get an email. Also, I may email you information that I think is useful to you about scholarships or books or whatever. Anyway, this is the basics on how the shells work. Please ask questions if you got questions. Thanks for listening again. Goodbye.